to my channel. So firstly, sorry for this whole shadow business. It's a bit gloomy and dark. I've pulled the blinds, so I've just got my table lamp like shining at me, but oh well. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is a Q&A. It's focusing on Instagram. I put up on my story a few weeks ago now. I was meant to film this ages ago. If anyone had any questions, and so I thought I'd just chat about it, chat through the questions and just talk about myself, my own Instagram. No, just answer your questions, help if it's that kind of vibe. And yeah, just give my opinion really. I'm not a pro, I'm not an expert, but it's kind of just my experience with it all. And yeah, just thought it might be quite helpful. Some people could not care less about Instagram, about followers, about posts, and if you don't, then this probably isn't for you. But if you do, then I really hope you enjoy it, and let's go. So first question is, how long did it take you to grow your followers? So annoyingly, I don't have like screenshots at different times, which kind of wish I did, but I just delete them. So I don't know like exactly the time, but I have a few that I kind of know roughly, and I've written a few down more recently. So back in March last year, roughly around that time, I had 1,500 followers. And then in about November, I got 2,500. So that took me about, 8 months to gain 1,000 followers. So that was kind of as I was slowly trying to work on it, not doing anything crazy, but taking a bit more effort into my pictures during lockdown over the summer. And then, so that was 2,500 in November. At the start of the year, I had about 3,700, and now we're in March, and the other day I got 5,500. That's a lot of numbers, but basically from last March to this March, I've gone from 1,500 to 5,500, so I've gained 4,000 followers in a year, which is pretty impressive for me. I know some people probably gain that in about 2 months. There's a few that are about like what motivated me to start making an effort, and how did you grow your confidence to post whatever you want. I know that for a lot of people, getting people to take your photos, or obviously like having self-timer photos or like proper posy pictures is just not for everyone, or you want to but you're a bit worried what people are going to think. And I've always been one of those people that's like, my sister used to take pictures for me and I'd post them, but those used to be quite subtle. So I guess for me it wasn't as crazy like posting nothing to posting almost every day of myself. Like, if you're interested in doing it, just start taking pictures, even if that's at home, but like making a bit more of an effort, like getting more full-length ones rather than just selfies, I think is the main thing. Like, I used to post quite a lot of selfies and now they're not really that kind of style. But I just realised that either people won't care whatsoever what you post, they won't even notice, they might not like your pictures like physically or like them, but that's up to them, isn't it? People will, it's not really their vibe, but if you want to post it, they'll be like, cool. They'll be fairly supportive, or just they won't really be not, do you know what I mean? They're not going to be actively not supportive. Your friends and other people that you meet through Instagram will be very supportive and will, you know, tell you that you're doing well. I've had so many messages from people that I'm not like close friends with, but I'm friends with from different things, school, work. And it's so lovely if people just say like, I feel like you're doing really well and I love seeing your posts and all this. I'm like, stop. I don't know if that answered the question, but I've always posted on Instagram. So the motivation to just start making a bit more of an effort, I thought, why not? Like, I think with lockdown, that's where a lot of people started last year. Having nothing to do, I thought, you know what, I'm buying a lot of clothes, I may as well take some pictures and post them and see what happens. And yeah, I was quite nervous at the start, thinking, oh my goodness, people are going to be like, oh, she's a poser. But I just kind of gradually eased myself into it. Now I just don't really care. I'm like, people know that now, people are expecting it. So you'll soon realise that people either just don't care or people will support you. So honestly, if you're watching this and you're wanting to, please just go for it. Feel free to message me if you want any more, like, not advice, but you know, want to chat to someone about it. But honestly, I say just go for it if you are. You might have asked this and actually not care at all, just be interested. But yeah, do you ever pay for collaborations? Now, this is an interesting one. Supporting kind of like small businesses and things, sometimes at the start more. I don't think I have as much recently. Occasionally I might, if I just want to support them, but with some smaller businesses, they might offer you 20% off and then give you like a discount code for your followers. That's definitely how I started with some smaller businesses with some tops and things. Yeah, they give you a discount and then they give you a discount code, slightly less for your followers. And it is good. It's a good way to like get into it, and you know, it's not all about the free clothes, but it allows you to kind of get a bit of a discount, see if your followers are interested in what you're doing. But in the long run, you don't really want to be having to pay loads, because if you're making content for them and posting pictures and videos and all that, if you're still paying the majority of it, it's benefiting them a lot more than it's benefiting you, which is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with like buying something with a discount. Lots of people are like, oh, is this a scam because you're paying? It's not a scam, especially if it's a small business. It's just the fact that they can't quite afford it. But obviously, depending on money and all that, you can't necessarily afford to be doing loads of collaborations if you're still paying, because it's not gifted if you've just got 10% off. Sorry, it's just not. What was my favourite collaboration? Ignore the fact I haven't mixed it properly. Favourite collaboration? I think for me, there's been a few. Probably, I don't know why I'm talking about that. Probably some of my recent ones that are slightly bigger brands are definitely some of my favourites, just because it feels more like an achievement. I love helping smaller brands or like Instagram brands, pardon me, but I definitely think when I've done Zaful and Romwe, it just feels like more of an achievement. Like, they don't say yes to everyone, but they don't say yes to everyone. So when they do say yes to me, I'm like, okay, cool, you believe in me, that's pretty cool. Obviously I still get a lot of no's, which isn't the question, but yeah, I think they're some of my favourites, just because they're slightly bigger brands. That's pretty cool. And they give me they do give me a lot. Zaful do it in a really nice way where they give me a gift card, and Romwe have allowed me to choose a different amount of things each time. But yeah, I just think it's really cool working with these slightly bigger brands. Obviously I've got a lot of brands that I'm dreaming of, but I'm slowly working my way up, and yeah, I just think they've been quite an achievement for me, so probably some of my favourites. Do you reach out for collabs or do they reach out to you? So when I first started this, I'm literally thinking like, what brands are ever gonna find me? Like, how are you ever gonna find me? So how am I ever gonna get collaborations? And to be honest, probably about 8 or 9 times out of 10, I am the one reaching out, which some people are gonna think is so strange and so weird and so like beggy, but you've got to just put yourself out there. Like, think about the amount of people that are tagging these brands in their photos, are contacting brands. I can't just sit back and wait for a brand to contact me, because they're never going to find my pictures. So quite often I contact brands, and like I said before, I do get a lot of no's, but that's all part of it. Like, you've got to grow your account, and your feed won't be for every brand. Like, one brand might love my feed, one brand might be like, that's just not a bit of me. So you just have to put yourself out there, really, and it's really benefited me. If I hadn't reached out to some brands, then I wouldn't have had the collaboration. So although the dream would be for them to contact me, you've got to work your way up there. Like, brands are reaching out to Molly May, they're not reaching out to me, are they? Let's be honest. Although I will say, American Apparel did actually contact me first, which was very, very cool. No clue how they found my account whatsoever, but that's not the point. So brands definitely do reach out, either by DM, or if you have your email linked to your account, then sometimes they email you. But yeah, just go for it, to be honest. It's quite hard sometimes to find the right emails. Oh, I've got something in my eye. You gradually find them, or you email someone and they'll give you them, or you DM them or whatever. So yeah, feel free to message me whenever. If you're trying to reach out to a brand and you don't know what to say, or you don't know what the email is, or to DM them or to email them or anything, then feel free to just DM me. I'm honestly happy to share my not advice, I'm not a guru, but you know, share what I've done or the contacts I've used and help wherever I possibly can. So someone said, what brands do you recommend to do collabs with and why? I'd say I've kind of got what brands to and what brands not to. I'm not going to name and shame, but I really recommend with collaborations not to just message a load of brands that you don't even like. I feel like when you're starting out, like I've done it, we all do it, but when you're starting out using Instagram or doing Instagram, you don't just want free things, but you want to collaborate with brands, you want to show like, oh, I'm getting sent this, oh, blah, blah, blah. But there's no point, you know, promoting a brand that you've literally never heard of. And I will admit, I've had a few things that it hasn't been a brand that I've like been loving for months and months, and I've been sent pieces from them. And sometimes that's because it's a new brand and so I hadn't heard of them, but now I have. And sometimes it's because you're just a bit, not overwhelmed, but I don't even know how to explain it. You want to just be doing collaborations and obviously posting content. So I do recommend not just promoting everything. Each to their own, but brands that I do recommend, definitely Zaful. They're definitely one of my favourites just because they offer so much, which is just amazing in my opinion. The phone case company have also been really good. Obviously that's a little bit different, but they've sent me so many and I do love a phone case. Oh, I was going to show you, I'm literally filming on my phone. Yeah, the phone case company have been really good. That's always been a favourite of mine. Romwe recently, they have been good. They are quite quick, and when I did the first collaboration with them, once I posted my content, they were like, right, should we start a second round? Which to me was like, sorry, what? You want to go again? Like, okay. But yeah, obviously they're the slightly bigger brands, so it's just been a lot cooler, but I definitely recommend go for brands that you actually like, you actually use or you would use. Don't just take free products because they're free products, because what's the point in having a massive pile of free things if you're never going to use them? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to post a picture holding something. My tips for growing on Instagram, how I grew my followers, etc. So I'd say a big one is what people always say. I'm getting out of breath, I talk so much. I'd say growing my followers on Instagram. Firstly, I've followed a lot of people that are not just like friends and family that I know already. I've followed a lot of people that are doing the same thing as me. Obviously, I don't want to just follow a load of people so that they follow me back, because it's just not really the vibe I'm going for. There's nothing wrong with following people. I don't see the need to follow 5 people on Instagram. Like, I'm gonna follow my friends and family, I'm gonna follow celebrities, I'm gonna follow other girls like me. Like, definitely finding new people and following them, engaging with each other. Or if you don't want to necessarily follow those people, still just like engaging with people. Hashtags are meant to be a really good one for kind of reaching new people. So they may not necessarily follow you, but they may like your pictures, so that's always handy. But yeah, that makes you reach a new group of people. Use slightly different ones on different posts and you will reach new people. Other than that, I don't really know. I gain random followers just out of nowhere, and then sometimes I gain none and sometimes I lose a load. Like, it's really hit or miss. Definitely posting consistently. I can't believe I've nearly forgot that. Posting consistently is obviously going to help you, because if you're trying to gain followers but you're not posting anything, why are people going to follow you? Like, when people follow me and I, you know, see who they are, if they've got no pictures, I'm like, why? Like, I don't need to follow someone that's got no pictures, because what am I gaining out of that? So the more pictures you've got, the more frequently you post, definitely you're gonna gain more followers, because people are more likely to see your pictures and be interested in your feed. Reels are meant to be really good. I'm not very good at posting reels because I'm just not, but reels are meant to be really good for like reaching new people, because they can often go like viral, or not viral, but you know, get a lot more views than your pictures might. So yeah, I don't know if that was really helpful or not for growing, but it's definitely just a mix of things: staying consistent, engaging, and hashtags. Yeah, I think that's about it. This is going to be a bit of an effort to edit, but I hope it was helpful. And yeah, please follow my Instagram if you haven't already. Please like this video and subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you soon with another video.